Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Obit Potato, and this is Gunsmith. It's, yeah, a little bit weird, subject matter, so to speak, but I promise you, this is something that you will be interested in. This is a base building management game where you basically take control of a military equipment supplier, and you just have to build a whole bunch of military equipment and sell it to people. It's kind of unique, it's kind of interesting, and we are going to be jumping into the game. I must say, the subject matter isn't particularly interesting to me. However, the process management bits are where it's at. That's where my interest lies. We're just going to be playing on normal difficulty. We're going to play on the Road to Riches scenario, although I must confess that the scenario doesn't actually really matter, and our only goal is to acquire wealth, so we've got a pretty open-ended task ahead of us. I don't think that the country particularly matters, but, you know, we can play in the United States, I guess, and hope that is a fine country for us to work in.
It's taken longer than expected.
I'll be honest, I don't give even one single micro hoot about the story or the tutorial, given that I have already completed it, and therefore I do feel like I am going to be able to tell you at least a little bit how to play. Anyway, yes, welcome on in. This is our initial production process. This is the area that we have got to play around with in the first instance. Now, let's sort of talk through exactly what's going on in front of us. So we've got a dispenser. Dispenser outputs raw resources, so we can actually choose what raw resource we want to output from this specific dispenser. We've got a cutter machine, which processes the raw resources. We've got a heater, again, that sort of processes raw resources. Plastic former forms plastic. A merger machine, we combine items together. We've also got the sewer. It's the sower. Sure, sower. And then we've got a boxing machine which boxes up a final product there. So, you know, we got a lot to be getting on with. We've also got a couple of raw resources which are just chilling out in the corner of our factory according to this. We can actually use the Hoover tool just to hoover up these little bits of debris that have escaped me. Right, so we've got a huge area with which to build a factory, and that's exactly what we are going to do. Now, I've paused the game because specifically I want to get a single production line set up in the first instance. So there's actually only one single thing that we can actually build at the moment. We don't have any orders. The research tree is ahead of us. This is quite a substantial research tree, actually. Look at that. Explosives, bullets, chemicals. Yeah, so what we can make at this moment in time, camo gloves. That's it. That is literally all that we can make. We've got all of the required tech in order to make camo gloves, but that's about it. We will need to buy in resources, fabric sheets, and plastic blocks from the market. That's fine. The cookbook, as you can see here, literally just camo gloves, and this sort of walks us through the process of exactly how we're going to do it. Plastic block comes in, fabric sheet come in. Those are both the raw materials that we buy in from the market. When we turn the fabric into fabric gloves, we heat the plastic. The plastic is then formed in a plastic former, and boom, we merge those together into camo gloves, which is kind of nice. And then we've got to pass it through the sewing machine, apparently. Adds a level to your product. Sure, we can level up the camo gloves by sewing them, and then we box them. It's literally that simple. The staff management system is a little bit wacky, but we'll talk a little bit about that as we go. Let's jump into the build menu and see exactly what we can do. So, we need to buy another dispenser, because it's quite clear to me, this is a very, very bright dispenser, it's quite clear to me that if we want to dispense one product from here, we're going to have to dispense another product from over there. We also need to align these belts, which seem to be a little bit whack. It's also a little bit... Yes, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Wait, I paused the game. Thank you, I paused the game. Wait, how did we go to day 2? I thought we'd paused. Right. It's an early access game. You can't expect the pause functionality to work. That would just be far too much. Anyway, let's see if we can try and get these belts moved into position here. So basically what we're going to have is we are going to have the fabric sheet come out of here. We're going to have the plastic block come out of here. Going to be heated. Perfect. We don't need to adjust anything there. Plastic former, plastic fitting is gonna come out. That's excellent. Merging into camo gloves. Perfect. Let's set that up perfectly. This needs to be moved into position. This is all part of the tutorial, by the way, and it sort of steps you through exactly, you know, how you can manipulate machines and get them all moved into certain positions. But I've pretty much explained exactly what the tutorial tells you in much less time. So there we go. Anyway, the other thing that I need to get is a, oh goodness gracious me, what the heck is it called? A tool station? It's not a tool station. It might be a tool station. Heater. Platform stairs. No, we don't need that. We don't need any other machines. I think it might be a tool station, actually. No, it's definitely not a tool station. Sales station? I think it might be a sales station. Either way, I need a little station for my employees to work at. And I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. Okay, so it turns out that the tutorial... Yeah, manage automatic orders processing. This might very well be it. This might very well be it. But yeah, we need an employee to control all of the machines, and that's exactly what we're going to try and do with the tech that we have available to us at this moment in time. What do we got here? We got some batteries behind us, which I can't seem to click on. There we go. Let's unpause and let's get into it. So, we need to check out exactly what we need in order to buy this stuff in. I would like to go to the market, please. Yeah, let's go to the market and let's just pick up, I don't know, what, like 100 of each? How much money do I have at this moment in time? I don't actually know. That's a great question. That's a wonderful question. I'm sure I've got 400 bucks in the bank account. And let's get 100 of these as well. We don't need to automate quite yet. We need to get a market manager to go to the station, but that is completely fine. Yeah, okay, so I literally just need to figure out how to get the employee into the position. Is it a tool station? I cannot for the life of me remember. I cannot for the life of me remember exactly what we need to get. Intermediate boxing. No, don't need that. Don't need that. We've got the camo gloves assigned here into the boxing machine. I mean, we can power on. The machine must be in an LC group with a station manned by an LC worker. So that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an LC station with an LC worker. Oh no. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's exactly what I need. And yet I still cannot, for the life of me, find this flippin' LC station. Repair tool. I don't need the repair tool. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that nonsense. I literally just need to find some way to... There we go. Okay, that's it. I knew the station looked functionally identical to the sales station. There we go. Okay, now we got the station, which is a little bit janky, but we got there in the end. We can now add, if I highlight that, station control with a worker. Recruit and assign. Who do we want to recruit? We want to recruit literally anyone. It doesn't functionally matter for us, but that's okay. Right. So we need to add all of these machines to the line, and then we can power them all on as soon as we're ready to rock and roll, right? Winston Griffin. Okay. And then we just turn on. You do not have enough utility capacity. Do we need more power? Is that what we need? All right. We can buy some more power. That's all good. Power generator level provides another 100 power to the battery. Cool, okay. Stick that in over there, and let's go. Excellent! What do you know? We've actually got a working line. Okay, it was a little bit of a pain in the backside. We had to get an employee, which was fine. What do we got going on? How is this broken down already? Are you serious? Do we actually have something that's broken down? Higher risks, bigger rewards. Look, I don't want to take anything at this moment in time. Military gear, they did not care about licenses. They bought an offering as good intention. Okay, I mean, that's great. That's great. I'm gonna reject. That was not a good move. Next time, think about the consequences before active. I'm kind of relying on the fact that I'm not going to end up... there we go. I just need to set the fabric gloves to be manufactured there. Alright, so now we should be able to see some fabric gloves coming out of here. They're going to go straight into the merger machine, which is looking grand, and that should give us some camo gloves. Sewer. That looks good. Sewing, +1. Into the boxes. Final products. And what do we need? 20? 20 before we ship them off. Nice. I'm pretty happy with that. And we got a box. We got a box of stuff. How great is that? That is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Now. Do we want to sell some people some camo gloves? Now, we can sell anyone. We can sell anyone that we want camo gloves. As long as they're looking to buy. As long as they are looking to buy, we can sell. Dave in the SAS. We could sell Dave some stuff. Fulfillment within, what's that, 3 days? I mean, we don't exactly have huge capacity at this moment in time. Doesn't exactly feel massive. Fabric gloves, plastic fitting. Yeah, it's a pretty good 1-to-1 ratio, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with how this is working at this moment in time. New orders available. Yeah, I know. You're running out of plastic blocks. Now that you mention that, video game, is it at all possible, instead of doing this, can I just get a market manager? Is that something that I would be able to do? Management, position, market manager, recruits. Do I need to get a desk? Do I need to get a desk for this individual? Also, where's my cash? That's my cash. Okay, cool. Just need to remember that that's where it is. Okay. Working at a market station. Now, we have a sales station. We don't exactly have a market station. And frankly, I'm not even entirely convinced that we have it unlocked. Tell a complete lie. We do have it unlocked. Right, excellent. Can we get the market manager to go to the market station, please? Also, is this the staff room? Or is this the staff room here? How did the people get into the factory? Over here. Okay, so I guess we might be able to just keep this area for staff purposes, and then we can have the sort of factory floor right here. I have no idea if we have the ability to change or manipulate stuff sort of on a meta level, the factory floor. I don't know if we can change that. I know that we can get more factories. That's definitely something that we can do. Also, we should talk a little bit about notoriety. You know, we can sell different products to different people if we want to become more notorious, which is, you know, perhaps an idea. Anyway, let's go into the market. Let's just get the basic sort of stuff sorted out. Automation rules. Buying. Can I set a rule? Yes, I would love to buy a rule. Fabric sheet quantity, I don't know, 10? Rule conditions. If item quantity is less than or equal to 10. Right? Literally that simple. So we will buy 10 if we have less than or equal to 10. Cool. And then we're going to set up another one for plastic block. Quantity, 10. If item quantity is less than or equal to 10. Okay. Perfect, right? And so both of these orders are on. Will that make any difference? We can also check the automation interval, which is fine. What do we got here? We got 3 that are owned, and that should be replenished every 10 seconds, right? Ah, I see. Okay, so the automation interval is just too long. That's the real crux of the problem. There we go. So this should be perfect. And we should just buy in as much stuff as we need. Okay, it's worth mentioning, by the way, that we haven't exactly got a profit. Also, what the heck is going on here? How do can I create a storage zone or something? Is that something that's possible? Racks used to store products ready to sell. So we can't actually stick them in there, but we can stick the storage racks over here. Right? Do they just automatically teleport over there, or do we have to get an employee? That's the real question. Do we have to get an employee? We may have to get a member of staff. Okay, what do we got? Line control worker. I mean, I don't think that we need a line control worker, to be honest. An order manager, perhaps? Oh, but I don't want an order manager. Where are you? Focus on staff. You're chilling out over here. Okay, how many bits of glove do we have? We got loads, actually. We got loads. So you know what? Let's see if we can sell to you. So we'll sell to you over there. Will you just automatically pick up, or what? Active orders. Fulfilled. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. Okay, cool. So I guess we will take on your order. take on your order, take on your order as well. I mean, look, we got plenty of people. We got plenty of people that we can just set up. Automation order. Yeah, you know what? We should do this. Missing an orders manager working at a sales station. Okay, so let's grab an orders manager and we can automate this, which will be very, very nice indeed. This is a sales station. We've already got that. So give me a orders manager. Excellent. And you can work at the sales station. So far, so good. We've managed to automate like very, very simple tasks, which I think is what we want to be doing. Automation orders. So orders rule. Now, this is about accepting brand new orders, right? So I don't actually want to do that. Rule conditions can be fulfilled. Excellent. If we can fulfill it, then fulfill it. It's literally that simple. Right? And available orders. Now, this is going to be a little bit more challenging to deal with. I don't think I want to set up any available order acceptance. I just want to accept, or I just want to send out orders that can be fulfilled, because I don't want to accidentally take on a little bit more than I can chew, which would be worrying. Okay, it also looks like we're able to successfully stack stuff for selling over here, which is kind of nice. I'm pretty darn happy with that. Okay, we got 20 spots in our storage. That's looking pretty good. What can I say? Things are going fine at this moment in time. Nothing is too dodgy. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So, what do we got in the globe? Nothing really. Next factory report in 4 days. I mean, we can buy more factories. We can definitely do that if we want to. Open a new factory. That's not a possibility at this moment in time. Change factory. We can't open a new factory. That's okay. Basics factory, fabric factory. Okay, a lot of these factories cost a heck of a lot of money, but that is completely fine. I'm not worried about that even slightly. Let's get back to here. Let's get back to here and let's check out the research, shall we? Yeah, check out the research. Let's see what's going on. So, we got a couple of options, right? We got a couple of options. We can decide... That was the wrong button there. We can decide whether we want to upgrade machines on the camo production line, or alternatively, we could maybe look for another product per se and see if we can try working on that. Alternatively, we could maybe, you know, increase our electricity generation. It's maybe not necessarily a terrible idea. Gas utility, maintenance cost, yeah, chemical production license, chemical dispenser. I mean, camo gloves, combat apparel tier 1. I think maybe we start research on this, right? So I'm going to bump up my zipping machine level 1. What's a zipping machine? Kevlar dispenser. Zipping machine level 1. Hold on. Reduce that to 0. Reduce that to 0 just for now. Where the heck is a zipping machine level 1? Also, what the heck is this? This is just the center, so we just work out from there, I guess. Line control capacity, so that's more bits and bobs according to the same on the same station. Zipping machine. Okay, this is the zipping machine level 1. Let's see if we can try and get this, shall we? Research points 15. Okay, so give me a whole bunch of research points as quickly as possible. We're gonna spend 12 grand actually, 12 grand per day on research. Now I have no idea when the research actually becomes available. I presume it is at the end of the day, but that is just pure speculation. Daily research points 299. Now it's gonna cost us 15 flipping research points to do this. So there we go. But we should have it fairly soon, if indeed it does happen at the end of the day. Okay, so far though, I mean, everything is looking fine. I don't think we've got any issues. Notoriety, indirect death count. Oh goodness gracious me, that's nasty. How many bits of material do I have? I bet you I'm out of orders. No, almost out of orders. Almost out of orders, but we should take on some more orders just to make sure that we've always got something. CIA, you know, it's interesting. I believe, by the way, that orders are collected at the end of the day. So if we fulfill an order and still see boxes on shelves, then that is because there are people that are coming at the end of the day to pick up the goods. which is nice. Okay. We can create blueprints as well. That seems kind of nice. Do we want to create a blueprint for this setup? I mean, honestly, I feel like could maybe do something like that. Crafting speed. We can increase the crafting speed here. How long it takes the machine to perform one crafting. What is the downside to just cranking this up to the max? Or cranking it down to the lowest, I should say. Impact on durability. Okay, I mean that's fine. Yeah, just take this down to the lowest that it can possibly be, right? Yeah. What am I doing? Shift click, yeah, shift click. So it should craft at max speed now, basically, right? Ah, I see the issue, is that we've actually got like a huge number of gloves that are just chilling right in here. Because with one fabric sheet, we can actually get five gloves, which is rather a lot. Okay, so I mean, what are the chances that we're going to be able to set up a... We're going to be able to set up a system where we're actually able to get another merger? Because I think that we just need another merger. Okay, research points acquired does indeed happen at the end of the day. That is kind of nice. Okay, maybe before we look at faffing around with a second product, maybe we want to nail this product first. Okay, zipping, research, we're going to do that in a day, apparently. Okay, it's going to take a whole day even after we get the research points for it. Seems kind of lame, but whatever. Okay, we don't want to get anything else. Don't want to get anything else at this moment in time. No, 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 no. Put that back. Did I mess this up? I haven't messed this up. There we go. Power it on. Excellent. Still fine? Still fine. Okay. That's what I meant to do, he says, with a degree of confidence. Okay, so what are the chances that I can get... What are the chances that I can get belt? I mean, 2-meter belt. We got lots of 2-meter belt here. How much does that even cost? $100. Okay, so it's basically free. It's basically free. But the problem is that we need to get some more research. Can we get elevated belts? Yeah, bridge belts. Yeah, okay, so I'm keen. I'm keen to do this. I'm very, very keen to do this, in fact. We can't start until we're done with this. We literally just need to own a sewing machine in order to make this happen. Okay, fine. Okay, what about blueprints then? Is it possible to get blueprints? Okay. Shift. Is that what we want to blueprints? Pretty much, to be honest. 23. That's everything. Okay. So, sign me up. Duplicate. Sign me up to that. And we'll put it as far back here as we possibly can. Alright, $12,000 for that. Okay. Now, we do have the line manager. Now, is it possible for us to just add all of these to the line? Am I adding them to the line? I can't even flip and tell. Okay, hold up. How... What, okay. Yeah, okay, machine count has reached 10. That's the problem. That is the problem. Can I remove this from the line, please? There we go. Remove those from the line. Okay, so it looks like I need to get a secondary line set up, unless I wanted to. Why? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with this? Why? It's functional. Camo gloves. There we go. Should be working. It's lined up perfectly. I know that I faffed around and sorted it out. Okay, what do we got? Old square-faced gentleman came in today. His face was harsh and yet soothing and calm. He probably saw too much in life. We talked for a few hours. He's an old friend of my father's, a proud soldier. Gerard is his name. He was quite secretive about my father's old business, but he offered me some financial help. A gift for friendship's sake. Okay, I will accept. Thank you very much. That's very, very nice of you. As I say, you know, there is a story, something to do with, you know, father's empire or something like that. I think my father used to be... I need to do this through the stupid staff management menu, don't I? How do I get another line? This is... I think I need to get an upgrade in order to get another line. Which could theoretically be a bit of a problem. Yeah, so there is somewhat of a story. There is somewhat of a story. We got a zipping machine, by the way. Okay, line management. Is it here? Line control capacity. Oh, flippin' heck. Okay, start research on bridge belts. Start research on bridge belts. I need to get flow splitter as well. Oh boy, okay. This is gonna be somewhat of a problem. Because I need to do more research as well. So line control, line control, line control. And we got a zipping machine as well. And we have the prerequisites set up. Does it really seriously take this long to do the research that I need to do? Like, that is a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Cancel research with a full refund. No, I don't need that. Like, I just need to get bridge belts done. I need to get bridge belts done, and it needs to be done at some point today, please. Because having a single line is a little bit lame. And by a little bit lame, I mean very lame, unless I can flip and figure out how to get a secondary line, eh? There must be a way to get a secondary line. Also, platform stairs. I could get multiple levels. I can and will get multiple levels, I should say. That is definitely something that's going to end up happening. Boxing machine, intermediate boxing machine. Yeah, okay. Can I add you to the line control group? Oh boy. Okay, do I need to hire the line control worker first? Line control worker. Yep, but you don't have a station. Oh, for goodness sake. This is the thing, right? I have literally no idea if I only am allowed to have one single station. There we go. We got a second one. We got a flippin' egg. That was the bane of my life to get that done, but we got there. We got there in the end. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, staff Dakota Brady. Congratulations. Let's add this, and this. And this. Doesn't really count as a bit of tech, does it? But there we go. Okay. Everything powered on. And it should immediately start working. Okay, power-wise, we are very, very close to capacity, but there we go. Bridge belts has been researched. Let's continue to research. We got plenty of research points at this moment in time. So bridge belts is good. Let's get bridge splitters, flow splitters even. And then after that, we can get combat apparel because we can get another brand new line. Is everything set up here to work? I think it is. Okay, so how are we doing order-wise? What am I looking for? Yeah, here. So we've probably got rather a lot of gloves. Yep. I am like, look, this Nicolas Cage here. I'm pretty optimistic, actually, that we're going to be able to fulfill all these orders. Yeah. Give me fulfillment time. Okay, we need to make sure that Jerry, which I'm sure is definitely his real name, we need to make sure that Jerry gets his goods first. But to be honest, I think that we're going to be absolutely fine, and I don't think that we're going to have any issues at all. But yeah, we definitely want to get more mergers, right? Like, more mergers seem to be what we need. Yeah, what is the issue here? Like, why is this a problem? Is there some sort of issue here? Also, why are there so many boxes here? Am I missing something? Am I missing something that me? Can I hoover this up? Oh, I see. Okay. So, do I need to hoover up manually until I can get somebody to deal with that? Also, the item queues. Yeah, you know, we can talk a little bit about that later. It doesn't really matter for now. Okay, let's see if we can try and build some more shelving units, because apparently that's absolutely required. Okay, so we're just gonna create, like, a whole bunch of shelving units over here. Can we get stacked shelving units? Oh, beautiful. We totally can. That's excellent. I know that one is out of whack, but that's fine. We'll get it dealt with and just, or get it, deal with it in just a second, I should say. All right, looking good. So it's a little janky. It's a little janky, but it's okay. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And that should mean that I'm able to manually sweep things up, right? Hoover mode. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Okay, so we go back into orders. Wow, we literally have no active orders? Okay, flow splitter has been done. Excellent. This is our time. This is our time, I'm telling you. Clean this up, because that's not actually required. We do need to make a lot more money, though, and I worry that maybe, just maybe, we have a problem when it comes to our ability to make money. We do have quite large expenses at this moment in time, and that ain't exactly the greatest. Okay, check out automation rules just for a second, but before we do that, pause the game. Yeah, pause the game, and let me go into automation rules. Okay, so rule conditions. I mean, total order value can be fulfilled. If it can be fulfilled, then yes, but I don't know how the game evaluates can be fulfilled. Okay, and we'll check every 5 seconds. I don't think that makes any difference to our cost. I mean, we've already got somebody that does automation anyway. So, go into orders, active orders. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got loads and loads and loads of orders now. Viper. How is it that the SAS have just got a guy called Dave, and then there's somebody called Viper here? Like, is that not way cooler? Okay, but so far this is looking okay. Lots of business from Viper, lots of business from Jerry. So that's real nice. I don't think that we've started becoming notorious quite yet, but there you go. Okay, looks like the orders are coming in thick and fast here. Don't quite know why. I don't know why they've decided to start automatically just disappearing from the floor, but I'm glad that is the case. Research-wise, we're good in terms of research. We've already decided to do flow splitting, recycle bin. We don't care about the recycle bin. Flow cross. I'm actually going to start researching flow cross, because that is pretty important. Rack stacking. We might get rack stacking at some point. We can definitely do that. Okay, let's look at building some belts, shall we? So, what do we want to do? Bridge belts. I mean, I do want to bridge some stuff over here. To be honest, we could deal with getting a good few more mergers, actually. Yeah. And to be honest, we only really need one boxing machine. We only really need one boxing machine, and that's it. To be honest, we only even really need one cutting machine, because we've still got like thousands and thousands and thousands of fabric gloves. Like, this is a bit of a problem, right? This is a bit of a problem. The reason that it's a bit of a problem is that we're just continuing to buy up resources, and we're not turning them into gloves as fast as we possibly can. So let me see what we can do here. Let's get flow splitter. Can this split two things at the same time, or is it just one? Is it just one belt? Alternates between exit outputs. This seems a little bit obscenely large. Bridge rise and a bridge decline. We got a lot. This is going to take a lot of space, is what I'm realizing now. Yeah, okay. Flow cross has been researched. Excellent. I think that we're just about... What is this? Three-way splitter. Provides access to three-way splitters. Honestly, I dig it, actually. Let's go. Let's go on the three-way splitter bandwagon. I know that we've just got the flow splitter, but... Yeah. The other thing that we need to consider, this space is not exactly ideal. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move production across a little bit here. It's gonna cost us an extra belt, but I think that this is still worth us investing in. Yeah. Output, plastic blocks. Yeah, it needs to be powered on, and it needs to be assigned to this workstation, I think, right? Heater, turn the heater on too. Okay, turns out that it gets reset whenever we turn it off, so that's a bit of a pain in the backside, but that's okay. Alright, I do like how things sort of like fall on the ground. That is kind of cool. I like it. Not demolish mode. I need the Hoover. Thank you very much. And we'll get this moved across here. And for now, we can just stick... there's a little bit of something something on the floor there. There we go. Okay. What's up? Yeah, I don't know what the issue is here. Okay, I just clicked the arrow and apparently that fixed it all. Excellent. Wonderful, 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 wonderful stuff. That needs to be powered on. Brilliant. Let's continue to chunk out the stuff. Now, flow splitter. I want to get the flow splitter done or moved into position, which I'm thinking, by the way, the flow splitter can go over here. But then again, we're going to have to create a rise. I also want to maybe see... Can we move this around a little bit? Yeah, we need to pause, otherwise... There's just a disaster. There's just a disaster on the line if we don't pause. Yeah, so this goes in there. So that goes in there. And that goes in there. And that should still actually yield more than enough space to walk past. That needs to be turned on. Brilliant. And we're able to box stuff up just perfectly. Hoover, Hoover. And I would demolish this, but we will actually need it in a bit. Okay. So, I want to wait for the research. I want to wait for the research that's going to finish up very, very shortly, actually. I hope, at the end of today. New orders are available. Are we still fulfilling our orders? I think we are, actually. I think that we actually are. There are still orders coming in. And it looks like we're processing our orders just about as quickly as we possibly can. So, that's all kind of good, I guess. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Looks like the orders are going to where they need to go. Completely automatically. But again, we're probably going to be... Yeah, look at this. We got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of plastic fittings. Well, not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands. But, you know, you get the picture. Anyway, I think what we'll probably end up doing is we're going to end up reworking this. And we will end up creating a slightly better blueprint. I'm a little bit concerned that we're not going to be able to, as effectively as I would like, end up being able to make camo gloves as easily as we should be able to. Right, okay, so what do I need here? I've got flow cross, which, I mean, just, it looks like a big blue box. We got flow splitter. Okay. So this is probably what we need. So we have the input coming in here, and then we've got the output split equally along this way. Actually, yeah. Okay, so I see a method. I see a method for how we're going to be able to do this. Okay, let's... In fact, let's just turn off this entire line. Let's power down this entire line. Power down this entire line. And let it play. Yep. Okay, so we'll let that all sort of clean itself up. We'll keep that on just so that we can continue to pump out a few more extra resources. Just until we're done. It's actually really difficult to see camo gloves on the green belt there, but, you know, that's okay. Anyway, so then we want to move this around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then this is going to go in here. Is that lined up? Nope, not quite. Not quite, potato. Almost. Alright, nifty, nifty. I like it. I'm going to ditch this flow splitter. I think we want a three-way splitter. Like, I think that that's straight up better. So, I'll take a three-way splitter, please. Yeah, okay, so three-way splitter, just like so. And let's get this moved across here. Nice. And we can move this back a little bit. Squeeze that in. I don't know if we need belt between these bits here, but it would seem wise to do. Now, are we able to elevate the belt in a quick enough time frame over here, or are we going to need to give ourselves a little bit more space? We're going to need to give ourselves a little bit more space if indeed this is something that we want to do. I mean, we don't necessarily need to elevate all of the belts, but it would certainly make things just a little bit easier for us. Okay, so I think that we're going to move this back. There we go. So, are we going to be able to elevate now? I think that we should be able to elevate no problems here, actually. Okay, so triple elevation, which separates things out for us. Wonderful. Then we have this over here. So we need to have one input belt. One input belt that just comes straight from this area. Right? And in fact, we need to get, what, 3 other combiners? Or whatever the heck they're called. What are they called? Merger machines. Yeah, okay. How much do they cost? 1,700 bucks. A bargain. An actual bargain. You don't get bargains like that these days anymore. You just don't. Okay. So, it's still a little bit janky. But it's still fine. Now, how quickly can I de-elevate this belt? Bridge decline. Can do that. Okay, so if I'm able to do that, am I able to... Does that... I doubt that that'll actually work. So we might need to give ourselves just a little bit of an extra... run here. Yeah, I mean, that looks like it would work. That looks like it absolutely would work. However, am I going to be able to get a crossing effectively organized over here? Kind of doubt it, to be honest. Kind of doubt it. I feel like maybe I should give myself just a little bit more room to play around with here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, the fact that it's offset just ever so slightly is somewhat of an irritant, actually. Maybe I should just double down and offset more. I feel like that's the answer. Yeah, I mean, having this setup cross over the... Having it cross over the machine is, you know, bound to be a disaster, frankly, but there we are. Right, is there any way that I can make this work? Actually, that might be a little bit of a challenge. I should be researching stuff here. Give me some more research. What is this? 1 meter raised and lower belts? Honestly, 1 meter raised and lower belts would be fantastic. I'll take that. That would be really, really helpful. Maybe I'm making it more complicated for myself. Maybe there will be a way to make this setup pop, but I can't see it, and therefore I just want to make sure that we end up getting what we can get at this moment in time so that we can increase our camo glove production, because flippin' heck, I love me some camo gloves. Just kidding, I don't think I've ever worn a pair of camo gloves in my life. Sounds untrue, but it is actually true. Okay. So. Okay. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Now, is there a chance? There is a chance. There is a chance. How do I align this up, though? That's the real question. Yeah, how does that work? Okay, give me a little test here. Split this up. Alternates between the exits. Yeah. Could you... Oh, it needs to be manned. Okay, of course it does. Could it not just, I don't know, work? There we go. Okay, so now all of the splitters are working properly. I'm just testing right now. So the camo gloves come across here, and they flop off the edge like a wet sausage. That is utterly disgusting and utterly ridiculous. Okay. Fine. Okay, hoover this nonsense up. Get the whole shebang sorted. Yeah, so how do I do this? How do I do this then? If it just flops off the edge like a sausage, do I need to get the belts over here? Is that what I'm after? Do I have the market points for it? I do. I actually have plenty of cash. right now. So line that up. Let's at least get one flippin' belt sorted, eh, potato? At least do one belt. So that you can practice what you preach and actually not end up creating a complete horrific disaster zone. Again, look, it's not perfectly lined up, which creates just the worst kind of problem, and I have absolutely zero idea how to fix, unless of course we get ourselves a diagonal belt. But are we gonna have the ability to do a diagonal belt? I don't actually know. I guess we'll find out in 46 seconds, right? How are we doing financially, though? We're doing fine. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, we've now gotten to the territory of camo glove orders that come in the thousands, which is kind of crazy. But we are taking orders whenever we possibly can, which is kind of nice. Pretty happy with it. We got a bunch of stock on the shelves. You just can't see it over there. Yeah, I know we got nothing over there, but that's fine. Okay, we're close to making this work. Just give me another 10 seconds, video game, and then we can do this. Platform junction. You know what? We will have elevated walkways at some point, but we're not ready for that quite yet. Okay, give me the research. Excellent. Belts tier 2 researched. Excellent news. Okay, let's pick up some more research. Shakes wastage from the poo. What does that mean? The poo? The foo? I don't know. I don't know what that is. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Sure. Go do this. It's fine. Right, so let's see what we can actually get now. Get some diagonal belt. Is it diagonal down belts? Decline belts? Raise belts? 1 meter belts? Okay, so the 1 meter belt is good because that helps us. That helps us here. Okay? But what about the other stuff? Okay, I see what the issue is. The issue is that we've not aligned this over here. It's a conundrum. Yeah. Stop. Turn that off. Flippin' heck. Turn it off. Turn the gosh darn machine off. Pause the game. Pause the gosh darn game. I don't want to have to deal with this all the time. Goodness gracious me. Okay, so one little tiny bit of belt there. Okay, so it does need to be, like, absolutely spot on, perfectly aligned. Otherwise, we are gonna have problems. Like, we are just gonna have problems. Is that the right way around? I don't even know if that's the right way around. So do I need to get a little belt in there? Sure, we can throw a little belt in there. But of course, the problem is that I haven't actually managed to align this correctly, so therefore it's going to end up needing to get tweaked just a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Cool. Turn that back on. Unpause the game. Turn this back on as well. Okay, happy days, right? That should all still work properly. That gives us the opportunity to properly align this area. After, of course, I need to hoover up everything that fell onto the floor, because I'm a terrible process manager. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. Do boxes work? Yeah, boxes work on belts too. Nice. It would be pretty ridiculous if they didn't, but they do, so, I mean, we're all good on that front. Okay. We're close. We're close to getting this to work. Gosh darned, we're so close. Okay, so I just need to make sure that in the future, everything is perfectly lined up, and then we won't have any issues whatsoever, and it'll all be completely perfect. Okay, so that goes in there. Move this over here for now, temporarily. Goes in there. That goes in there. That's it. Okay, that's the first step. That's the first step. The first step is completed. We have a merger. It's gonna work. Excellent. Great news. Okay, second step. We need to reconstruct this belt over here. There we go. Okay, looking good. And then we will get a decline belt. Yep, brilliant. And then we'll just get a normal bit of belts. Excellent. And that goes in there like so. Okay, it looks a little janky. It looks a little janky, but it should be fine, to be honest. It should be absolutely fine. Okay. Next thing that we want to do. 1, 2, line control capacity. Excellent. What do we want to do? What do we want to do now? Chemical dispenser? Sure. We got plenty of research points. I think we only bought research points one time for 1 day. But apparently that was all that it took. So bridge decline. Oh, we can actually do that. Yeah, sure. You know what? I actually don't hate it. I actually don't hate it at all. However, are we going to be able to come out this way? Yeah, we are going to be able to come out this way. Cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And what do you know? I think that is going to be completely fine. Is there any way that I could make this just a little bit tighter? I feel like it would kind of benefit from being a little bit tighter here. There we go. And that. You know, I would just love to have, yeah, a nice seamless setup, which in my mind looks a little nicer. Looks a little nicer and works a little better. So yeah, that's quite a setup there. That's quite a setup. Maybe we could bring everything forward by like 1 bit of belt, but to be honest, I feel like this is kind of as tight as it can possibly be under the current circumstances. So maybe we'll be okay. Anyway, let's add extra machines to the group. There we go. That's 12. That's the maximum that we can get. Everything is going to be powered on. Except it can't actually be powered on because we don't have enough batteries, or whatever the heck they're called. We also need to get some mechanics or whatever. There we go. Power all on. What's this? What's repair tool? There we go. Okay, repair that battery pack. Repair that battery pack. Repair that battery pack. Repair whatever the heck this is. Gas. Repair that. Repair that. Can I get a mechanic or something? Can I get a mechanic? I mean, this costs me $1,000 a pop to repair this. That's rather a substantial amount of money, video game. That is rather a substantial amount of money. Okay, where do we want to put more battery packs? Okay, apart from the fact that everything is so gosh darn blue that I cannot actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Sure. Are we ready to activate this station now? Hey, it works, and it works like a charm. Okay, so that looks nice. Let's get a sewing machine set up over here. Oh, of course. No. I didn't realize that the gloves would arrive here this quickly. Also, we just completed what? Did we get something? Did we do any research? A weekly factory report? I have no flippin' idea what the heck that is. But there we go. We did it, apparently. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Then we go into sewing machines, which are here. Sewing machines. Yep, excellent. Do these really need to be connected to something? I feel like they don't need to be, but they do apparently need to be. So you know what? Give me that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so at the moment we only have one. This needs to be set as output camo gloves. Output camo gloves. Okay, and then we just need to find... We need to find a belt which can take all of these resources to the box machine. Now, this could very well be where my plan falls apart. Because I was kind of hoping that maybe, just maybe, we can stick all of these gloves on a single line. I have no idea if the line physics, the line mechanics work that way. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? Okay, can I do this, and then this, and then this? Sure, and then we just move this back a little bit, this back a little bit. Again, it's so flippin' bright that I cannot see what the heck I'm doing. Power that on. Of course, we can only power this one on, because can't power this one on, because it's not connected in the right way. It's a bit of a joke, but that's fine. Which button is it? I can never flippin' remember. Is it this button? Yeah, okay, line management, grab a station. Excellent. Station number 3. Add this one. No. No. How do I delete this? Can I delete line group 3? I didn't flippin' mean to do that. Line group 2. We need to recruit and assign. Excellent. Then give me this and this. Turn them both on. Wonderful. Okay. Will it work? Will it? Won't it? Nobody flippin' knows. It looks like it can, to be honest. It looks like we can actually handle, like, a lot of capacity. That's looking real good. That's looking real nice, actually. Yeah. Okay, so that is a tremendously large amount of gloves that we're going to have coming in here. Yeah. That is a lot of gloves. The weird thing is that maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to handle more capacity than we currently have coming through here. Oh no, actually it looks like we're producing just about as fast as we possibly can. Yeah, I guess this is okay. Maybe we could have had more inputs into a single merger machine. But I guess, like, worst case scenario, you know, and this is a little bit of overkill, we can always just scale up the inputs, and then we'll still have, like, this whole setup which we've got, which is really, really nice. Yeah, I mean, look, this is good. We're getting a load of gloves coming through here. Getting a load of gloves coming through here. Although I still wonder, is there any way that we can just increase our output speed further? Because we just have so many gloves. We have so many gloves. We've got so many plastic fittings that are just waiting to be output here. Okay, let me humor me just for a second here, folks. Humor me just for a second. Let's go into flow splitter. Okay. Pause, of course, because if I don't pause, then everything falls apart. Let's actually start with this thing over here. I want to see if we can try. I want to see if we can try and just, like, double the stuff on the belts. No, that's not going to work. Can we line this... Can we line this up, like, right here? I'm not convinced that this is going to work now that I actually think about it. Okay, so we turn this on. We turn this on. Excellent. And then we literally just have... this. So I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to increase our output a little bit more. But I kind of doubt it, to be honest, because otherwise... I still think we're going to be limited by the fact that the output of the cutter machine is just way, way, way too high. Yeah. That's my thought process anyway. Yeah, so we're still going to continue to accumulate loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of fabric gloves. Because it's just not enough. Yeah, so we need to find some way to increase our output speed, and I have absolutely no idea how we do that. That's the crux of the problem, really, you know? That's the crux of the problem. We got loads of inputs, we got loads of outputs. And it doesn't seem like there's any max to what can be controlled. Let's increase this. Let's increase this to every 2 seconds. Okay, so increase that to every 2 seconds. And maybe that'll be enough to sort of stop the inevitable consumption of resources, because at the moment we are consuming just far too many resources and not enough stuff is being turned into actual gloves. I'm not even convinced that this setup is actually making more gloves. As crazy as that sounds, I don't think it is, because I still think that we're limited by the... this output here. The plastic former, you know, we've got a tremendous amount of plastic coming in here. But that's just not enough. Okay, new plan. New partial plan. Okay, so does this work? Are we able to output directly onto this belt? I think that we will be, right? Yeah, we definitely are. So we're able to take heated plastic blocks, get them heated up for use in the plastic former. So let's actually move this over here. I tell you what, I do kind of like the Hoover mechanics. I do kind of dig it. Okay, so that goes over there. We need to get another plastic former. What am I looking for? Also, we do have a chemical dispenser now, which is kind of nice. Plastic former. That's the one. Okay, so 2 plastic formers. Flow splitter. Yep, get that turned on. There we go, get that turned on. Output plastic fitting. Okay. And then we see if we can try and combine both of these onto a single belt. That's what I think that we want to try and do. Okay, so get that over there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This might be somewhat of a challenge. I doubt that is going to work. Doubt that is going to work. We can give it a shot, though, eh? We can give it a shot. Okay. We got plastic blocks coming in here. It does look like it works. Doesn't look like it's piling up on the floor, which is kind of nice, I guess. And that should actually give us double plastic fitting output. As far as... Okay, no, it looks like it doesn't work then. Okay, I spoke too soon. I apologize greatly. So everything needs to be aligned, basically, which is a considerable problem. I mean, maybe I'm just like thinking too big brain here. Maybe we just see if we can try and get something in the middle. Maybe that's all that we need. It's actually not terrible. That actually kind of works. I hate physics. I despise physics. Although, hey, actual physics, right? It kind of works. It is the jankiest setup of all time. What's this guy doing? You're roaming? Okay, get the Hoover out, that's fine. Okay, we got more plastic fittings coming in now, which should maybe mean that we get a few more gloves coming through. I really should look at a factory report at some point. I have absolutely no idea. Okay. Daily factory production that gets delivered to the main inventory. 947 camo gloves. That's fine. Production value 5,000, running cost 3,600. Okay, so you're telling me that we're making money, but we're not exactly making money. if that makes sense. We should be keeping on top of our orders. We've got 0 active orders. Presumably because we just don't have the amount of production to meet any of these requirements here. Yeah, so look at the speed that this is going up. And then look at the speed that this is going up. I think it is more. I do think it is more. I do think it is more, but it's just not that much more. Yeah, probably. I think, honestly, we got loads of plastic fittings now, which is kind of nice. That does seem to be going reasonably well. We've managed to, you know, we managed to use $100,000 for very, very, very little reward. But that's okay. That's completely fine. Money earned, money spent. Oh, boy. Okay, so we've actually only made 8,700 bucks. Well, you know what? That's fine. We'll have to see if we're going to be able to actually turn a decent profit in the next episode, because that is it for now. Yeah, a little bit of a quirky one. Certainly the alignment issues. Yeah, I'm having issues with that, for sure. But you know what? It's okay. It's not going to stop me on my quest to become the most notorious, nefarious, you know, manufacturer of illicit materials in the whole gosh darn wide world. But you're gonna have to wait and see exactly what happens in the next episode, because that's it for this one, folks. Thank you very, very much for watching, man. Of course, it's been Over the Potato. Thanks as ever to all the fantastic support from the Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/Over-the-Potato. Also thanks to Banana Nana and C Senpai for being the two $25 tier patrons. Thanks very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.